Penny, that's he's the... Not gonna... Who's the... It's a heap. Now we...
Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a crazy current events video for you guys, and I got another video. This is relating to the stupid GTA 6 theories, and here we got another really stupid one, and this GTA 6 theory is that GTA 6 Trailer 3 will be revealed this week, and no, I do not believe that GTA 6 Trailer 3 is going to come out this week, but if you just look at the evidence that this guy is using for why Trailer 3 is going to come out, it's just so stupid, and it just sounds so like paranoid conspiracy garbage. It's basically what it is. So it's been like a couple weeks since I made one of these videos exposing some of these theories and why I don't think that they're real. I had like a couple weeks ago a lot of people that gave me hate whenever I would call out these theories. People would accuse me of ruining their fun. I made a video talking about it. That video almost got to 100,000 views, and I didn't know if I would continue that, if I would continue talking about why a lot of these theories are false and not to believe them, but I saw a lot of comments in that video, people telling me don't give up, please keep making videos on, talking about the false theories and stuff like that, calling them out so people don't fall for this. And, my ultimate goal at the end of the day is to get people to stop falling for this misinformation. That's it. I can't stand misinformation. I can't stand when people post stuff without evidence. But, now we got another really stupid one, and I'll link this article down below, but like the title said in the video, you're probably looking at the title and you're thinking to yourself, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Well, yeah, that's what this guy is doing. This guy was listening to them with audio equipment, and then he was monitoring oxygen levels. I'll link everything down below so you guys can look at it. But fans monitor Rockstar HQ as GTA 6 trailer speculation grows. Trailer hype escalates. Fans have resorted to monitoring oxygen levels outside Rockstar's HQ to predict the timing of GTA 6's third trailer. Oh my god. Crowded release window. Late summer and autumn 2026 will see a packed schedule as studios avoid GTA 6's launch or bunch releases into preceding weeks. Bold competitive competition emerges. Developer Digital and Atari plan to launch new titles in November alongside GTA 6 defying industry caution. Well, that might not be a good idea. Release something in the same month as GTA 6. But anyways, fans track Rockstar's HQ activity amid GTA 6 trailer buzz. In an unusual display dedication, one Grand Theft Auto fan has set up an oxygen sensor outside Rockstar Games headquarters to detect changes in environmental levels, interpreting them as signs of increased after-hours activity. The fan claims readings dropped to around 20.3% after 5 p.m., suggesting staff were working late, possibly on the highly anticipated third trailer. Originally expected in May, the trailer's release remains unconfirmed, with speculation now that it could be revealed without warning. Well, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. The trailer is probably going to be revealed without warning. Rockstar's not going to give you a hint when the next trailer is coming out, but this guy certainly isn't going to be able to predict it. Strauss-Zelnick was clear at the start. Strauss-Zelnick said during the Take-Two earnings call, he said GTA 6 Trailer 3, or I shouldn't say Trailer 3, I should say that he said that Rockstar said they will not begin promotional stuff for GTA 6 until the beginning of the summer. I watched that entire earnings, I saw him say that multiple times to investors. They will not begin advertising for GTA 6 until summer. I don't know why it's so hard for people to accept this. This is what Strauss-Zelnick said. Now, could Rockstar post a trailer 3 for GTA 6 before summer? Sure. Anything is possible, but if that happens, that means that Take-Two Interactive lied. Because Take-Two CEO said it's not going to be until summer until they begin advertising. Summer is June 21st, and I think it goes until September 22nd. So that is summer. So between June 21st and September 22nd, that's when you will get Trailer 3. It's not going to come out this week. The rig was built from leftover electronics and household materials. It uses an ESP32 microcontroller with a low-cost oxygen sensor, plus a temperature and humidity sensor for environmental context. The sensor samples data every 30 seconds, and it sends to a basic dashboard. What caught my attention is that oxygen levels dropped to around 20.3% and 20.4% after 5 p.m. last night. This suggests increased oxygen consumption in that area after a typical COB, which is insane to me. That supports what I've said numerous times. There is increased traffic after 5 p.m. This wouldn't happen just for fun. There's actual corporate merit to people gathering past typical open times. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Look, the amount of people in the building does not suggest at all when trailer 3 is going to come out. This is some conspiracy garbage at this point here. This is exactly what this is. The reason that there's probably more traffic in the building is because they're getting GTA 6 ready for its final touches. They don't want to get the game delayed again, and so they're putting its final touches on the game. And there could be a number of things. There could be a corporate meeting. A bunch of people could have shown up for a corporate meeting. Not everybody is there that's going to be directly working at Rockstar. There could be Take-Two people that are going to be there. Somebody could have like a birthday party, like one of those corporate birthday parties. Like, anything is possible. Just because there's a lot of people after 5 p.m., all it basically shows is that there's more people in the building and they're working on the game. It does not show that trailer 3 is coming out right around the corner. That's nonsense. And right here, this is from GTA 6 Countdown. I'll link this post down below. A GTA 6 fan who set up acoustics around the Rockstar HQ to measure audio levels near meeting rooms has discovered that his equipment disappeared when he returned to check the latest data, but he didn't stop there. And depending on where he put this equipment, I don't know if he put this equipment in like a public space or if he put it on private property. Because because the Rockstar headquarters is private property. So if he put that on private property, that could have been actually confiscated and reported to the police. That could have happened, or somebody could have stolen it. I don't know the whole details on it. He then started camping outside, monitoring traffic and tracking the number of cars and their estimated value, as he believes such data can be used to speculate on how many executives may be spending time at the HQ as opposed to regular employees, and then an increase in both traffic and high-value vehicles could indicate trailer 3 is coming. Oh my god. He's also considering an even more insane idea, which is to measure the amount of oxygen in the area to monitor how people are around. So, this is a picture of Rockstar HQ. I don't know if this might be a picture of his audio equipment, but so he was using audio equipment, and then when that got taken away, now he's measuring oxygen levels. And this is his first post. So he's made a bunch of these posts. I don't think this is even all of the posts. I'll show you 3 posts that I have from him. But he says Rockstar car park data. Rest in peace, acoustics. Hi all, I hope you are all well. As you may know, I set up acoustics around the Rockstar HQ to measure audio levels specifically near a meeting room. I can confirm that upon returning to my rig to check the latest data, it was no longer there. I did think this would happen, and there was a possible risk in leaving equipment near the HQ, so to say. I am unsurprised as normal. Oh my god, dude, why would you do something like this? Putting audio equipment near a meeting room. This is a violation of privacy, and this could very much be illegal. I don't know what British laws are like, but this could very much be illegal. Is trying to record somebody inside a building, inside private property, this could be illegal. Now there are exceptions to this law. In a lot of places, like, for example, is like, if you're in your porch, for example, and your neighbor's in their backyard and you're recording your neighbor, generally that's seen as like public sphere, because even though that's private property, is, your neighbor's walking around in their backyard, you can see it from your backyard. So in a lot of states that would be, fine, but this is not America. This is Britain. I don't know what their laws would be like on this. Somebody tell me down below what you think, but somebody tell me if this is illegal or not in Britain. I don't know. I don't know British law, so somebody tell me if this would be considered illegal. But as you can see here, he made like an entire chart of just like literally the dates, because in Britain, I know they put the day first and then the month. For in America, we put the month first and then the day and then the year. But he so this was June 2nd, number of cars 6, estimated total value. He's like calculating the value of the car. It's like, dude, Sir, what is wrong with you? And then you see here on June 3rd, notable Rolls-Royce, Porsche, Ferrari. These are probably the executives that are driving this around. And then it says peak evening value increase noted. I mean, dude, why would you go through all of this effort, writing down the number of cars that are coming in, their value? It's like, what is wrong with you, dude? Dude, seriously. This brings me to my next idea, which I implemented in the same night and last night, which has already seen some really interesting data. This graph shows car traffic of the Rockstar HQ, the value of the cars, the amount of cars, times, and timing. Such data allows us to speculate on how many executives may be spending time at the HQ opposed to regular employees. Essentially, this requires more hands-on work, as I have to be present myself in order to prevent surveying the wrong things and getting arrested. Ugh. Yeah, so he himself thinks that this might be illegal, what he's doing. Based on my findings last night, saw the most traffic with the value of cars increasing past 5 p.m. This suggests trailer 3 is actually happening genuinely. You all called me crazy, but when it releases, you will reach out to me. Take your time to read the data and let me know what you guys think. Oh my... Look, Um, I don't understand how measuring the amount of cars that are coming into a place has anything to do with trailer 3. In fact, have you ever considered that Rockstar has already made trailer 3 like weeks ago? Like, have you ever considered that? And that they are just waiting to release it on a specific time, like a specific time of the month? That maybe the reason that there's so many people there is because they're talking about GTA 6 as a project. They're putting on its final touches. They're communicating with Take Two. There could be a number of things. And also, the people that are working on the trailer 3, they might not all be developers. Developers are going to be focusing primarily on the game. So there could be people that are developing trailer 3 that have nothing to do with the game. Like Rockstar might have hired people specifically just for making their trailers. Like they would have got like video editors together, sworn into secrecy of NDAs, and had told them, make us a really good trailer from it. We'll give you some gameplay, we'll give you some screenshots and stuff like that. Make us a really good trailer. And then they'll review the trailer before it's posted, and then they'll make it public. That's how it might be. So this idea that all of the developers are just working on the trailer is just nonsense. I don't believe that. So this has nothing to do with the trailer. They're just literally, the game is going to be releasing in less than half a year. It's less than half a year. It's like, what, 5.5 months at this point. This is their biggest project that they've ever released. Of course, they're gonna have a lot of people there. This isn't proof that the trailer 3 is right around the corner. Essentially, this requires more hands-on work, as I have to present myself in order to prevent surveying the wrong things and getting arrested. Based on my findings last night, we saw the most traffic. Read this. I hope this is satire. Otherwise, this is you waiting in the car. So I'm not the only one that feels this way. The comments are, if you're baiting, you're genius. If you're serious, get help. And I will say this to this guy: if this guy is if this is a troll, this guy is a master troll. If it is, but if this guy is serious, then I am seriously concerned whether this guy is crazy. Now, look, I'm not calling this guy stupid. I'm not. And there's a difference. There is a difference between being crazy and being stupid. It's not the same thing. So somebody can be crazy, but they can be intelligent. And for somebody to record all of this stuff, put all of this stuff together, this person is not a stupid person, for putting all of this stuff together and calculating all of this and all the cars and everything. This guy is shown he's pretty smart. He is. But he's crazy. So you can be smart and crazy. Crazy just basically means that you are irrational. That's basically what crazy means. Crazy means that you're paranoid, you're irrational, so that's what it is. You're not seeing as much common sense, but he could be very much smart. So I'm not defending him, but I'm saying is this is a perfect example of that crazy does not always mean stupid. That's basically what I'll say about this. Let me see here. Genuinely asking, are you okay, bro? This isn't satire. Dude is showing pictures of his microphone setups. This is what happens when you have no life or friends. Yeah. I see a lot of people asking if you have friends, and I think you're taking this to imply that if you think this is a normal thing to do, you must not socialize much, and this is intended as an insult. I'm taking it more to mean if you had friends and they didn't stop you, that they're not your friends. Also, now that this has blown up and Rockstar is aware of you, and trust me, they are, I would expect to find yourself exceedingly unwelcome from being allowed anywhere near that building as best as they can manage. Because to the humans just doing their job, this is going to come across absolutely fucking insane. Dangerous behavior, regardless of how you see yourself. You get that, right? It's Rockstar's infamously not cool with this kind of thing. Rockstar, one of the most secretive video game companies in existence, who have an enormous raft of extremely high-paid lawyers who are going to be much less in over their collectively extremely well-paid heads than you are when the company decides that they don't want you around and want to pursue legal ways to make that happen. If you haven't considered the ramifications of being disintrusive just to satisfy your curiosity, I'll start. And I will say this, and let's take a look at his next post. This is the Oxygen post here now. Here's what I'll say about this, is what disgusts me is that there are people defending this, that think that this is absolutely okay. They think that it's funny. This is not okay. This is not cool at all whatsoever. Now, there was a guy last week, I know, like a GTA YouTuber from Germany, that like went into like Rockstar's HQ and was like asking about GTA 6, and that was stupid and a form of harassment. But now you got this crap happening here. And this, you can make the argument that this is stalking, essentially what this is. Like this can very much be considered stalking. This is not normal behavior. The Rockstar employees are human beings. They are people. They have lives. They are not robots. They have families. They have friends. They have obligations. They have their own personal lives. They're not just sitting there and working on GTA 6 the entire time. Why are you making their jobs more difficult? Why are you making their jobs more stressful? You are not helping. In fact, this could actually hinder the game. instead of actually helping the game. This is not accomplishing anything. And for everybody who thinks that this is okay, because I've seen some disgusting comments of people saying like, oh, you know, Rockstar deserves this because they've been radio silent and they haven't given us any info on GTA 6. Rockstar has no obligation to give any kind of info on GTA 6 until the summer, because they promised that it will be in the summer. So if they don't give you any information on GTA 6 in the summer, then you can complain to them. But they have no obligation to release any GTA 6 information right now. They don't whatsoever. And people need to stop believing these misinformation. They need to stop believing what these clickbaiters on YouTube are saying. They need to stop believing that crap. They need to think rationally about this. It's not, you know, remember what Ned Luke said. If you don't hear from Rockstar, then you don't know shit. And that's exactly that. And I'll say this as the last point. To the people that think that this is okay and they think that this is acceptable, let me ask you this. How would you feel if somebody was right outside your job doing this? Putting in audio equipment right near your building wall to listen in on you. How would you feel if somebody was basically recording the cars that were coming out of your lot, writing down their cars, writing down the value of their cars? How would you feel if somebody was measuring oxygen levels inside your building where you work? How would that make you feel? And people would say, "Oh, I'm not Rockstar. I don't work for Rockstar." Well, what if you were? You don't even have to be Rockstar. Would you want somebody outside your job doing this? Would you be perfectly fine with that? Because anybody who says, "Oh, I wouldn't mind. I'll be okay with it," they are lying. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants a creep doing stuff like this, and that's exactly what this guy is. This guy's a creep. Like, he's not stupid. He's intelligent. Sure, I'll give him that. He's intelligent, that he's able to set up all this equipment and record all this stuff. He definitely has some IQ to him, but he's not sane. I wouldn't call him, I don't know if I would call him completely insane on that psychiatrist, but I would say there's definitely something off about him. There's definitely something crazy about him. To literally put this much effort into doing something like this is not normal behavior, doing stuff like this. Like, look at this. O2 concentration oxygen chart. Like, literally, you know, this stuff like this here. Like, June 4th, 20.28%, June 5th, 20.04%, and he's writing this down, the sensor, the information, he's like calculating this like some kind of math equation. Yeah, you know, this, that. So, again, crazy does not mean that you are stupid. Crazy basically just means that you are irrational. You are irrational, you are paranoid, you are not seeing things through common sense. That's basically what crazy means. So somebody can be very intelligent, but they can still be crazy. Hi everyone. After some consideration, I've decided that spending all my time monitoring traffic may be a step too far. Oh yeah, you think? So yeah, this is from, 5 days ago now. Instead, I'm focusing on what I believe is the most effective passive approach: oxygen monitoring. The guy hasn't learned anything. The guy's not learned anything. So the audio stuff failed. Now he was recording vehicles, and he's like, okay, that was too far. I'm going to measure oxygen now. That's what I'm going to do. Attaches a sketch of my sensor setup and some data that I think supports my theory that Trailer 3 may be releasing soon. The rig was built from a leftover electronics and household materials. It uses an ESP32 microcontroller with a low-cost oxygen sensor, plus a temperature and humidity sensor for environmental context. The sensor samples data for every 30 seconds and sends it to a basic dashboard. It's a very it's very shitty and will take some calibration, but I'm super excited about this. What caught my attention is that oxygen levels dropped to around 20.3% and 20.04% after 5 p.m. last night. That suggests increased oxygen consumption in the area after a typical COB, which is fucking insane to me. This supports what I've said numerous times, that there is increased traffic after 5 p.m. This wouldn't happen just for fun. There is actual corporate merit to people gathering past typical open times. I will be tracking this over the weekend, which to me is an important data set to keep as people in office on a weekend day is not a coincidence. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I was just about to do this. One guy wrote, wouldn't be the increased traffic flow cause the oxygen levels to drop, aka smog? Imagine this is true and he drops a correct prediction of all this data. Even if this guy, I'll tell you something, even if this guy is 100% correct, which I highly doubt he is, but even if he is, let's just say that he is, and he predicts Trailer 3 correctly with all of this nonsense, it's still wrong what he's doing. This is irrational, this is still wrong. Let's go. New Shizzo post just dropped. Keep it up, man. This is the most unhinged thing I've seen. Look at what this person has posted. This person look, this person posted this. Okay. And so this is his last post that I've read. I don't know if there's another one here. HQ oxygen analysis, executives working weekends. Oh my god. Rockstar headquarters perimeter nodes. Oh my god. Atmosphere baseline 20.91%, 20.28%. June 5th low, June 6th low. Oh my god, it's just, dude. Um, Hi all, I had a suspicion that executives were meeting after business hours at the HQ to discuss marketing, trailer 3. Well, now my data confirms it. Decreased oxygen levels on a weekend, which is insane to me, guys. Thankfully, I have managed to retrieve my acoustics and decibel devices, which were taken by a random passerby, apparently. Okay, so it was taken by a random person and he got his stuff back. This means that now I'm able to track the decibels of the NW side of the building. So, literally, he's gonna keep doing that with the audio equipment now, where I suspect a meeting room sits while also tracking oxygen levels. Okay, so and I'm not gonna speak on the legality of this because I don't know British law. Like I said, but somebody in the comments, anybody that is British and anybody who knows Scottish law, because this is where Scotland is happening. This is in Scotland. Please tell me down below if this stuff is considered illegal that he's doing, because I'm generally curious on that. Because I have no idea. I don't know British law. Further to all of this, I've started counting cigarettes that are left outside the HQ, which is to me an even better solution to tracking stress, better than coffees consumed. Dude, what the F? What the F? You're counting the cigarettes that have been left outside the HQ to track stress? Well, not everybody smokes, for one. The average cigarettes for a consumer sits around 15, but today I counted 71 cigarettes over 19 hours, with 11 cars present and an average of 2 out of 10 people being smokers. That is an insane amount of cigarettes present around the HQ. Even if we assume 3 out of 10 were smokers, highly unlikely, that will be 45 cigarettes on average, meaning devs are smoking almost twice the amount. Stress levels are clearly high. Yeah, and you know what's not helping stress levels? You doing this! That is what not helping stress levels. Because I guarantee you, the people at the Rockstar headquarters are very well aware of people like this. They've had to hire security at their building just to keep people like this away. That's it. So, Lily, he's like, stress levels are clearly high. Well, you're not helping, dude. You're not helping. You're making it worse. I also counted the type of shoes on the individuals entering a couple I didn't recognize, but a couple Hugo Boss and RM Williams stand out. Signals executive presence, if you ask me. Oh my god, now he's analyzing people's shoes. With the decibels being measured again, paired with oxygen 2, not really reliable, and the cigarettes being present, I'm confident to predict we will see trailer 3 this coming week. Love you all. Peace. My god. I don't know what to say. Like, it's a combination of just me laughing at this because it's just so stupid, but also being pissed at this because this is ridiculous. As much as we find this stuff funny, we also have to think about the fact that this weirdo is literally right outside the Rockstar HQ, like recording them, and the Rockstar employees know this guy is there, and Rockstar employees are probably scared, and they're not necessarily scared of this guy because he's dangerous, but they're scared of this guy because if something gets leaked, if he overhears something in a building or something like that, they could get in trouble and they could get fired, so people's jobs are on the line for stuff like this. So just think about it. If you were a literally Rockstar developer, would you be comfortable with this guy being outside? Tell me that in the comments. Why not just effing bug the place at this point? I'm so effing scared. This dude is generally a threat to society. Do not let him get into politics. I have a few questions. First off, I respect that you're not harassing any employees. Plus, you're not doing anything illegal, so how could these findings be accurate without any baseline? How could this information be proven that it's an anomaly when you don't have data from weeks, months prior? What if peaks in decibels and decrease in oxygen levels are common? Like, of course, different days will hold more people within the building. Furthermore, I don't see how any of this proves anything. I'm very sure these readers would have to be inside the building to be more accurate. Correct me if I'm wrong on anything. This is just, what the F? I don't mean to be a dick, but I'm generally curious how you find the time to do all this, and I applaud the detailed work, but my question is, do you have a job? Well, you shouldn't be applauding this in the first place. It's not good. This is what 13 years of waiting does to a person. Yeah. So I guess we will, we're measuring oxygen intake now. What's next? A piss test? Don't give him ideas. MFR will go and monitor the amount of water consumed in the street to predict how many people are taking piss breaks due to nervousness and stress. Yeah. Look at this with the Stewie Griffin one where he's like in an insane asylum. So yeah, I will say to the guy is the guy clearly isn't stupid. He's at least smart that he's able to, like, you know, calculate all of this stuff and put this stuff together. But it's just unnecessary. It's stupid. It's idiotic. It's irrational. It's a violation of privacy. It's a form of harassment. You can definitely make that argument. It is a form of harassment. It doesn't necessarily need to be harassment to be talking to the people. It's literally what he is doing could be considered a form of stalking, what he is doing, because they know he's there, they know that he's listening to them. You know, like I said, anybody who thinks that this is okay, would you be fine with this guy being outside your job and recording you? And for people that say, oh, I don't work or I don't have a job, well, how would you feel if this guy was outside your school? How would you feel if this guy was outside your house recording you or something like that? It's an invasion of privacy. That's exactly what this is. You do not want to do stuff like this. You have to be fair to the employees. The employees are human beings, after all. They're getting enough stress making GTA 6. They're working around the clock to release this game, and they don't want to get delayed again. People like this are not helping the situation. And no, I don't think that Trailer 3 is going to come out this week whatsoever. Strauss Zelnick said that Trailer 3 is or I shouldn't even say Trailer 3, he said that marketing will begin in the summertime. So that's when Trailer 3 is going to come out, somewhere between June 21st and September 22nd. Stop believing this nonsense here, and this is like literally the most insane theory that I've seen so far. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video was a little long, but I wanted to break everything down. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolute insanity to me. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.